Hello YouTubers out there, here's one for you. I'm trying to find an answer to something, so this is an appeal for information and also to reflect what I may or may not have discovered. I've got a Volvo C30 and an ant. Where did that come from? Crikey, look at him go. Ah, he's gone. He got through the forest on my hair on my hand. No, you're all stuck. No, this is hard terrain. Yes, I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I appear to be a German amp for some reason. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the wiry smartwatch. It was bought by my son for Christmas, which I then have to wear. It's mandatory, especially when he comes round. I'm going back again. Oh, tricky these hairs. Yes, we're going up the finger, Mount Finger. Oh no! I've gone to the fourth dimension. Oh, look at that. They really struggle on the hairy bits, don't they? Over the fingernail and back down the other side. This reminds me of that thing of that trying to express the fourth dimension as 3 dimensions as an ant on a telephone wire. And there we have it. On a scale distance, he's gone about 30 miles so far. He's run a marathon. Oh, it tickles. It's impossible. Oh no, it's those hairs again. I've been here already. I can smell my own scent. What I'm going this way for? I'm going to explore the watch again. I like the watch. Maybe I'm not. It's a bit hard going. Oh, we're going along the vein. Oh. Oh, we're back to the watch. And we're going... Oh, gone under the watch. Yes, we found a new... And he's gone up my arm now. Oh no. Oh no, it's gone on the other half. Jesus. You're a persistent little sod. I'm going to put you out the window. It's all a question of scale. Anyway, back to the oil filter. I'm doing a Volvo C30, which is the same as the S40, same as quite a bunch of Volvos. It uses the Ford engine, first on the rubbish dump, as you know. And here's the oil filter, look. Now this filter is a... what make is this filter? This is a Bosch filter, oily old thing. I bought it in to show it to you. And you see it's got this peg on the top with a kind of rampy pip that catches on something. And then this seal on a peg. And your question, well, what's that for? Why is it important to have that? And now you can see that this filter, you can see straight through it to the bottom. You see my finger, well, it's all oily down there, but you can see that, can't you? You can see that it's straight through. This one is a Crossland filter. It's got an interesting, this has got a sealed end. So this, I should mention that this one can go into the oil filter housing either way, with that peg up or that peg down. Okay. But if that peg's up, you think, well, what's it for? Okay. Now I've got the Crossland filter, which will only go in one way, so they've blocked it off, so it only sits in the filter housing this way, with the peg sticking up, right? That peg there sticking up. And you think, why is that important for that peg? What is it for? Why is it there? And then you can see it's paint. I notice on this one that this part rotates, okay? Now, I don't believe there's a pressure release valve or anything behind there. I don't think there's, I think it's just the moulded bottom of the hole, and if we can actually get a better view of that. Can you see? I think there's just draft on that hole, isn't it? Let's try pushing it. See, there's a valve or something down there. Well, that's just pretty sure that is just plastic. There's my sticky stick. It's going to ruin it otherwise. It's just solid plastic. So this is designed to engage in a hole, and if we just cut to the picture of the receptacle, the oil filter housing that's the lower part of the house that's bolted onto the inside of the engine, and we'll have a look at that. Right, here's a view of the inside of the oil filter base housing part, the metal part to which the oil filter canister screws in. And you can see that peg on the filter, as you drop the filter in, you push the filter into the plastic housing, drop the plastic housing onto there, and then you carefully start threading, screwing the thing in. And as you screw it in, that peg locates, it catches, it's going round. Imagine the filtered body's going round and the peg's going round, and it catches on here. And then when you tighten it down, does oil come up that hole? Why does it need to be plugged? If it needs to be plugged, why didn't they just plug it? Is it something for a different model? If anyone knows, just let me know, because I like to understand these things, even if they're probably completely irrelevant. And I wonder if anyone's ever noticed that that peg in the filter is supposed to go down that hole. Yeah. So there you have it. Why would you want this to engage into a hole on the engine in a certain orientation? Do you have any ideas? It doesn't actually go anywhere. So is it so that the engine can detect whether a filter is fitted, or could it be something to do with detecting a blocked filter? I have no idea really why it's like that. If you've got any idea, let me know. But if you look at the S40, V50, the C30 oil change videos, it says put the filter in the housing with the peg downwards. And on some of them they've got a little red circle, or not a red circle, a hole where you slot it in that way and you engage it. This one, I think, as I said, is when you put it in there, start tightening up, the lip catches it and then it goes down into that hole on the engine block. But the question is why? Now the filter is at an angle like that, it's to vertical, it's there, so you could think if you're filling it from a particular position, not the end as this one is, goes in here then out there. No, it doesn't, it comes around the outside and goes in through the middle. I've seen this. The question is, is there a big air bubble up here? Is there a big section of filter that's just got air in it? Well, I suppose there might be some air caught in it, but don't forget it will be atmospheric air, and then when the oil pressure goes up to 40 psi or something, it will go down to a third of the volume. But I wonder if that is anything to do with that. So anyway, if you've got any ideas, then please do leave them in the comments, because without a manual and knowing whether there's an oil way behind this, or whether it blocks off something to the pump, or why they want that to engage in that hole in the base of the engine oil filter housing, I just don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know, solve this mystery, and we'll all be much better off. Thank you.